Why do people hate Skate 4? The answer in my opinion is more complicated than what people let on. It's not just the horrible writing, probably powered by AI, TM. It's not just the visual direction that makes clip art designers look like Van Gogh. In this video I will tell you why Skate 4 doesn't land, pun intended. And more importantly why it has no soul. I picked up the new Skate during the beta after years of waiting in a queue. For those unfamiliar, Skate is EA's answer to Tony Hawk. It's a physics-based skating sim with a chill, soulful atmosphere that defined a generation of gamers and skaters alike. I had played Skate 2 and Skate 3 religiously in a casual sense. I never got into trick lining or competitive play. I just took in the general relaxing and uplifting vibe of the skate games. Skating is portrayed as a new way to express yourself. That self-expression leads to great flow states of trying to nail self-taught lines of tricks and of course bugs. The game was filled with bugs. It is remarkably similar to real skating, or so I've heard. It's hard to skate in a blizzard, you see. But the games are real pieces of art with soundtracks that are filled with independent artists and legends alike. The holistic feeling in the game is empowering, if I were to use a buzzword like it. If you're enjoying the video thus far, consider leaving it a like and subscribing the channel. It helps more than you know. I'd love to hear your opinions as well down in the comments section. I will not be mad, don't worry. Back to skating. So this new game is a skating MMO type deal. To me, this is a great way to have a skate game that has a real social setting with player freedom. And the gameplay is smooth and silky like never before. The board feel might be even better than before, at times at least. The off-the-board movement is truly modern and it works in a really fun and rewarding way, almost inhabiting another game of parkour within. It's a bit buggy, but that's the Skate charm. Sure, they've tried streamlining some mechanics, but generally speaking things are excellent thus far. The problem comes in the very first second of gameplay. That noise. That ear-crushing noise of V.
Hills over the ground are one thing, but can you defeat this boss rail? It's got a lot of hit points, so you better keep your speed up. That water is wet. How about I give you a rebate and you try again? Let's move on to the next course for now. You can come back for a rematch later. Heel make for the win. Nice flip and kick flip.
That writing and anti-charisma could make a grown man give up and cry. She is the robot behind the screen, acting like the camera guy. Like the old games had Reda and Shingo. The difference between these characters is that V quite plainly thinks that you are mentally challenged. Her only job is to destroy every inch of fun you could ever have in the first hours of the game. Every line, every joke is like the scream of pain in my ears and it never stops. She always steps in saying all sorts of stupid stuff and it hurts. The problem continues even with the sound turned off.
Absolutely killer! I'm super stoked on the footy V-grab. I bet the crew will be too. Vocab education tip. Footy is short for video footage.
The game thinks the mechanics are some sort of black magic that only third level astral mages could ever manage without a college degree worth of pointless tutorials. In truth, the important concepts are barely touched on. Coach Frank, the tutorial guy of Skate 3, was beloved.
Here, you're gonna learn the basics, you're gonna get good, and if you don't, I'm gonna break your board! Coach Frank.
V will be forgotten in oblivion in a few weeks, or hated perpetually until the end of time.
Carving basics. What's over there? Certainly not the carving basics course.
The game keeps on doing pointless hand-holding. I want to go there, not look at the game, put circles on my screen.
Except they don't stick around for challenges.
Not having the game make me do missions that are literally impossible to fail, and worst of all, they aren't even fun. Skating is supposed to be fun, and in every game the missions were fun. But the missions and many mission areas, or skate parks, just feel dull and slow. The gameplay is even faster than Skate 3's meth skating. The game deserves better parks in my humble opinion, though exceptions exist. There are some real gem locations in the game as well, but the worst of the worst are very bad.
The Dax often regulate the airspace over Bonsky to prevent crusty crows from roosting and leaving unpleasant deposits. Help them out by clearing the air with some of those grabs and spins you've been learning.
Every second of every minute of the first hours are pain. No way to opt out of the unfunny tutorial characters leading you out of the beginning. Every character is a pain in the ass. I cannot fathom a real human being riding like this. Skate games always had great and entertaining cutscenes. This is pain, and probably the real reason the game is so mediocrely received.
Perfect for scoring new stuff from the shop.
The gameplay is fantastic, the vibe is off. Really off. I think players pick up on this before they ever even think about the other secondary reasons the game is not great. The vibe is off in many areas. The music, although they added some bangers like Sunny Day Real Estate, Sonic Youth and Gangstar to name a few, there is a lot of filler. Many songs do not have that skate attitude or any relation to the culture. I would even say that many songs feel just cheap. To add to this, the characters and writing has no skate culture within, with the exception of these odd
I know
forced
you've got
quips.
this, but if you feel like getting educated, check out Skatepedia for trick tips.
That was crazy! You shredded the beef out of old Bonsky. Anyway, it's time for me to go clean my grip tape. Worn grip is a phobia of mine. Is there a name for that?
Even more importantly, the feeling of being released into the world of St. Amsterdam felt limiting. I was forced to go to the cosmetic shop instantly, like physically rolling there to see it. Leveling up requires you to visit the shop again, which obviously allows real money purchases. The fact that you have to constantly visit the microtransaction shop to proceed in the game is ridiculous. That's a whole other video, to be honest, so I'll just leave it at that. The first minutes of gameplay in the current landscape of games is crucial to their success. I love these games, and I was almost turned off in the very beginning.
Functional kick turn. Now,
Keep at it, buddy. Hey, you over there! Get over here!
I've highlighted this spot for you with some AR markings.
I can only imagine a new player might struggle greatly to keep going, or at least falling in love with the game. I cannot imagine loving the new skate game, even with the high highs. I remember never sticking with Dota 2 because of the amount of Smurf accounts talking Turkish in the chat, probably mocking my post-3 Zeus. I remember struggling to get my friends to play CS2 because of the unimaginable grind to get competitive queues open for them.
Green, what's your problem, Green? What is your problem? Missile alone ramp,
I even remember making my girlfriend play Fallout 4 with her rage quitting after seeing human-sized roaches. I think she cried. Okay, maybe that isn't related. But in my heart of hearts, I think that Skate is too big to fail. It holds too much weight in players' hearts, but yet I am pessimistic. The massively talented crew behind the project need to be able to change course and pressure EA to keep their mitts off. It wasn't just tricks or physics or brands that made Skate great. It was the soul. You can't find a soul in a cosmetic shop. I believe the team can bring it back, if the people holding the purse strings actually let them. Like the video and subscribe right now.